Yo guys, welcome to another YouTube video. Today I'm talking about how I stay lean year round and shed fat easily. So I'm just going over what works for me, guys. A lot of times I might make a video like how to lose fat, how to build muscle. This is how to lose fat, build muscle, but this is what I do. How I lose fat, how I build muscle, how I make it easy and make this a lifestyle for myself. And this is what I also teach my clients to do. So guys, get your popcorn, get your notes, get your pen and paper. This is going to be a pretty in-depth video, and I'm going to be going through step by step how I stay lean year round, how I'm able to shed fat, reveal all my muscle, and do this without getting burnt out. With actually being able to enjoy the process and not having to do fat diets. Like, I'm not a fan of any fat diet, guys, and we're going to break down exactly what I do right now. Enough chit chat. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. I think this looks better when I'm a bigger bubble. All right. So how I stay lean year round and shed fat easy. Balanced nutrition, guys. Balance. A lot of coaches, a lot of nutrition people, whatever, they preach about like you should remove certain food groups. Let's remove this. Let's remove that. No. Why remove any food group, guys? There's a purpose and a reason for each food group. Okay. There's a purpose. There, fats, carbohydrates, protein. Okay. We should be eating from all food groups. Produce, fruits, vegetables, proteins, dairies, healthy fats, breads, and whole grains. We should be eating from all food groups. Of course, we should limit our processed food intake, but we don't have to eliminate processed foods completely. Sometimes I like to have a Reese's candy bar. Sometimes I like to eat some ice cream. Sometimes I like to have some Oreos. Like, this is what this is lifestyle is about. If you restrict yourself from your favorite foods, for me, I'm going to end up cracking and binging and then overeating. So the key is, guys, to eat balanced nutrition. All right, balanced nutrition. Eat from all food groups because there's a reason for all of them. The fat at the top, the reason for fat and sodium at the top. We need fat to regulate hormones, and fat makes things taste good. If you notice you drop your fat low, that's good to drop your fat low because fat is 9 calories per gram, while protein and carbs is 4 calories per gram. So for the same amount of volume, mass, density, fat is more than double the amount of calories than protein and carbohydrates. But we keep fat low, but we don't completely eliminate it. That's why it's the smallest portion. I pretty much agree with the food pyramid. I would actually put protein where the bread is. So protein is like and then fruits and vegetables and protein should be our main foods, and then dairies, then dairy and other healthy fats and other maybe occasional processed food snacks. So it's about the 80-20 rule, guys. 80% of our nutrition should be single ingredient, whole food, produce, protein, dairy products, whole food, singular ingredients. That should be the majority of our nutrition. But again, sometimes I like to eat some ice cream, eat some Oreos, and that's okay if you understand this one concept I'm about to get into, guys. You have to understand that you need to find what works for you. Okay, if keto works for you, so be it. If fasting works for you, so be it. For me, what works for me is eating all of my favorite foods, eating balanced nutrition, but and also not having any restrictions. I don't restrict myself from any of my favorite foods because what type of life is that, guys? You get this one life and you're gonna like not eat your favorite foods? What type of life is that? That doesn't make sense. Like, to me, you guys should only be taking advice from people you would trade places with. So a lot of these keto coaches and the fasting coaches, they're promoting their lifestyle, but I wouldn't want to live that lifestyle, so I'm not going to take their advice. Take some advice from someone like me who's able to eat all their favorite foods, doesn't have any restrictions, has visible abs, has a limited amount of body fat, has a good amount of muscle. I mean, I'm not like a bodybuilder, but I feel like I'm in pretty good shape and I do this pretty effortlessly without any restrictions, just eating balanced nutrition. So we're going to get deeper into that, guys. How do I do it? The first step, honestly, is meal prepping. Guys, if you don't like to track your food intake, because this is the truth, guys. To lose weight, you have to be in a calorie deficit. To build muscle and maintain muscle, you have to be hitting your daily protein requirement. So all that matters is calories and protein. And so some people, some of my clients, we track our calories and protein throughout the day. A lot of my clients, including myself, instead of tracking our calories and protein throughout the day, we meal prep because we already know the amount of calories and the amount of protein that's in each meal. So we're kind of tracking, but it's kind of already like planned out. So we know, like a lot of my clients, including me, I might log my nutrition. I might track my nutrition the night before. So when I wake up, I know exactly what I need to eat. It's already prepped and ready to go, and I'm super organized to be able to hit my daily nutritional goals. Stay within my daily calories and hit my protein requirement just through prepping my breakfast, prepping my lunch, having my snacks ready, and then dinner I never prep. I just wing it. But meal prepping is huge, guys. This is what I do. Okay, I'm the coach that promotes meal prepping because I feel like meal prepping, you're going to save more money, you're going to save more time. To me, it's less. I'm less anxious when I have my meals prepped, ready to go in the fridge. When I'm done with my workout and I'm home, I don't have to worry about what I'm getting, what I need to eat to stay on track because it's already ready to go in the fridge. I already know how much calories, how much protein, and I know it's going to be aligned with my goals. So meal prepping is huge, and you guys, a lot of my clients who first start with me, I don't even want to overwhelm you guys and have you guys prepping these elaborate meals. I don't make elaborate meals, but my phone's going off. But the thing is, I don't want you guys to be tripping prepping these elaborate meals. A lot of the times I get my clients started off on just prepping our protein source because a lot of people starting their fitness journey, a big struggle is figuring out how to hit that daily protein requirement. Once you do it a few times, it gets easy, it's second nature. But when you first get started, hitting your daily protein while staying within your calories can be very difficult. So I suggest if you're just getting started, start prepping your favorite protein sources, keeping them readily available in the fridge. So when you have a meal or you're about to eat, you could add a little bit of extra protein to each meal and snack to make it easier for you to hit that protein goal. Also, master your mornings. I don't really talk about this in this YouTube video on these slides, but in my morning, I do a little bit of cardio. I make sure I have a high protein breakfast. So I do some actions first thing in the morning that's going to set me up for success. Because I do a lot of cardio, I move my body a lot. I'm able to eat a lot of foods that I like and still stay lean because I'm so active. And having a high protein breakfast in the morning makes it easier for me to hit my high protein goal by the end of the day. I'm putting a massive dent in my cardio and my step goal in the morning, and I'm putting a massive dent in my protein goal in the morning. So guys, master your mornings, start meal prepping, and if you're just starting out, you don't have to wake up super early. Just wake up 20 minutes earlier than you normally do and just start to have a bigger protein breakfast, maybe even like a protein shake to make it easier for you to hit that protein by the end of the day. So that's what I do. That's what I help my clients do. Meal prep, prioritizing protein, waking up earlier, and working on us, working on you. All right. So there has to be a plan, guys. There has to be some type of plan. I give my clients meal plans. I give them daily nutritional goals. Me, I meal prep. I don't really have a meal plan. I just meal prep and I know what it's going to be. The thing is, when you're going through a transformation, you have to track your calories and protein. You can't be winging it. But once you go through a transformation and you lose a good amount of body fat, you reveal a lot of muscle, you don't have to track your calories and protein for the rest of your life. I've been doing this for a while. I no longer have to really track my calories and protein. It's just second nature to me because when I meal prep, when I see food that has singular ingredients, I know like, just instinctively around how many calories and how much protein it takes. Guys, believe it or not, you don't have to be super accurate when it comes to fat loss. I am not a bodybuilder. I'm not a super strict decimal percent precise accurate. It doesn't have to be accurate. You just have to have purpose. You have to be mindful, and you have to try to hit your protein, and you have to try to stay within your calories. As long as you try, you will see results if you're consistent. So, but I recommend when you first get starting out, you need to find an app like MyFitnessPal, or you could hit me up and I could get you in my app to help you track your calories and protein. But when you're first getting started, the first 6 months to a year, as you're trying to get in shape, you have to track your calories and protein so you can build this mental memory of of food, and so you're aware and you have the knowledge and tools to be able to look at a food, look at a meal, and get close to estimating the correct calories and protein. Building that mental memory comes through daily tracking your food. And a lot of you guys have negative self-talk around this. Stop. Stop having negative self-talk around things that make you better. All right? Switch up your fucking mindset and start having positive self-talk around tracking your food because this is what really takes. This is a numbers game. Unfortunately, this is a numbers game. I do my best as a coach to try to make this easy, but it has a level of difficulty. That level of difficulty is good because when we do difficult things and we're consistent, that helps us build that mental toughness and it helps us create the person that's integral and that we really want to be, guys. So track your calories and protein. I believe that this is a form of mindset training if you show up and do it consistently, even when it's not convenient. That makes sense, okay? You have to track. We can't just be winging it, okay? So all that matters, guys, all that matters is calories and protein, okay? We need to be in a calorie deficit, meaning we need to be using more energy than we need to be burning more energy than what I'm trying to say this. We need to be burning more calories is energy, guys. So it kind of messes with my brain when I say energy instead of calories. We need to be burning more calories than our body needs to maintain its current weight. The way we do that is I weigh myself in the morning. I weigh myself every morning. If it's a little anxiety riddle for you guys to weigh yourself every morning, I understand that. But to me, like, I like all the data. More data, better. I like all the data. So that's why we track our calories, track our protein, track our weight. Because if we're tracking our calories and protein, tracking our weight, and our weight is staying the same for longer than 3 weeks, or we're stagnant for 3 weeks, we need to make some type of adjustment. Either we have to move more, eat less, or increase protein, decrease carbohydrates. There has to be something that changes if we're not seeing any changes. I say 3 weeks. If we're on a plateau for longer than 3 weeks, then something has to change. But if you guys just solely put, like, if you stop worrying about processed foods and chemicals and preservatives and you only focus on calories and protein, you're going to shed fat and maintain muscle and look amazing. Once you shed the fat and you look and you're in shape, then you can worry about all that extra shit. But right now, guys, I want you to just focus on calories and protein. When you're in a calorie deficit consistently, you will lose weight. If you're only in a calorie deficit and you're not focused on protein, you're going to lose muscle too, okay? You're going to lose bone density, cartilage, connective tissue. That's why we eat a high protein diet that has the amino acids that helps our body retain that other tissue, the muscle, the connective tissue. And to be honest with you guys, you still will lose a percentage of your muscle and connective tissue in a calorie deficit. But you won't lose, if you have a high protein diet, you won't lose nearly, it's a very small percentage that you'll lose. So to lose fat and build muscle, it's all about calories and protein. Because once you start focusing on carbs and fat, I'm not saying to not eat carbs and fat. You should be prioritizing your carbohydrates before and after your training. Okay? Before your work, because carbs are our energy source, guys. I eat a good amount of 40 to 60 grams of carbs before my workout to have a crazy pump, to have good energy. Then I also, after my workout, I go really hard and I just depleted all of my carbohydrate storage. So now after my workout, my post-workout meal, I also make sure to have carbs. I don't keep carbs low. I keep carbs relatively high. I just don't track them and I'm not super focused on them. I try to keep fat low because fat has more calories than protein and carbs. Remember, calories is all that matters. So if you just put your focus in on calories and protein, you're going to eliminate the overwhelm. It's gonna help you not get burnt out because the less rules, the easier it is for us to be consistent. If we have all these rules, we have to do fasting, keto, we can't have carbs, we have to track this and that we have to track all of our macros. Like if you guys, that would give me an aneurysm. If you guys could just focus on tracking your daily calorie intake and hitting your protein goal, you're going to shed fat and build muscle, maintain muscle, and look amazing. And it's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Okay? The other thing is like you guys have to have purpose with every time. I mean, sometimes this gives people anxiety or overwhelm, but the truth is, every time that you put something in your mouth, it's either getting you closer or further away from your goals. Like if you guys are serious about this shit, why not just have purpose? Okay, like I say this all the time, guys, but if you just start observing your nutrition, like just keeping a food log and observing your nutrition, you're just going to start to make better decisions. Like remember when we were in school and the teacher walked out of the classroom, we would all go crazy. But when the teacher comes back in the classroom, we'd all kind of pay attention a little bit better. Just because like when you know someone's observing you, you just make better decisions and you can observe yourself. You trust me. When you start keeping a food log, then at the end of the night, when you're done with the day, you're able to reflect and look at your food log. As you start doing that consistently, you just start making better decisions because you know it's being observed. Okay, guys, that's how we get mindful and have purpose around our nutrition. I'm all about purpose and balance. We eat with balance and we have purpose. That's what it's all about. And guys, I don't eat takeout that much. I kind of have a new girlfriend and we like to go out sometimes, but when we go out, I do things like I ask for light sauce. I asked for maybe don't cook it in oil. I will do things to try when I go eat out to try to reduce the calories and increase the protein. And I also don't eat out that much. I might eat out 2 to 3 times a month, if that. And that's only because I have a girl right now. Like when I'm single, I normally don't eat out that much. Sometimes I might have a cheat meal. Shout out to Killer Burger, the peanut butter pickle burger. I fuck with that. It's a lot of calories, but once in a while, it's not a big deal. So 90% of the time, I'm making home cooked meals because when you make home cooked meals, guys, you can you know exactly what you're putting in the body. Like we don't really, even though I tell them light sauce, light oil, like we don't really know how much calories, how much protein. So the the least amount of times we can go out, the more chances we have to lose that fat, build that muscle, and actually get in shape. So more home cooked meals, less eating out. You're gonna save money, especially if you start meal prepping. You're gonna save money, save time, get in the best shape. There's like all these things that I promote that I do. It's not just to lose fat and build muscle. It's also to save money. It's also to help me with anxiety and overwhelm. Everything's connected, guys. It's all connected. Okay. So, what I typically do is 3 meals a day with 30 to 50 grams of protein each. One snack with 10 to 20 grams of protein each. And I might have another snack. It could just be fruit. So I make sure I have 2 servings of fruit and 2 servings of veggies every day. So this is basically like the simple game plan that I do. And guys, what I do might not really work for you. If you guys started doing this, depending on who you are, it might be a little bit too much protein for you. It might not be enough. But if you guys just start being protein focused and fruit and vegetable focused, you're going to start feeling better and looking better. I promise. This is basically what I do every day. I make sure that 3 meals with protein, 30 to 50 grams, one snack with protein, 10 to 20 grams. I might have 2 snacks for protein if I'm feeling hungry. And then I make sure to have 2 servings of fruit and 2 servings of veggies every single day. And that's what I hold my clients accountable to because this is healthy eating, guys. Fruits and vegetables are good for us. Protein is good for us. So we should be eating an abundance of fruits and vegetables and protein every single day. All right, guys? I hope you guys are getting value from this video. Low, high protein, low calorie, high volume. That's my nutrition style, guys. Eat more, weigh less. The goal isn't to eat the least amount of calories. The goal really is to eat the most amount of food with the least amount of calories. That's why if you guys see me do my meal prep, it's a ton of vegetables or a ton of fruit, ton of lean protein sources, and it's like 300 calories and it's so much volume, guys. I there's a debate here. Some coaches think that high volume eating isn't the best. That's what if you're someone like me who likes to eat a lot of food, like partly to stimulate my brain, partly just because I like having my stomach full, like high volume eating, guys. There's a lot of ways that you can manipulate food to reduce the calories and expand the volume to it. Because the truth is, guys, calories is a man-made measurement. Okay, our bodies don't really understand what calories are. It's just, our brains. So if we can trick our body into thinking it's eating more when it's not, we're going to be able to shed body fat and not get starving and not trigger our hunger hormones. So that's why you guys should be having fruits, vegetables. No one ever got fat off fruits and vegetables. You guys can eat as much of those throughout the day as you want. Same with lean protein sources. You guys need to figure out how to make those things taste good so you can eat more of them. And that's what I'm a fucking pro at, guys. All right. This is what I do, guys. Sorry to scare you with that picture, but this is what I do. I'm an online fitness coach. If you want to work with me one-on-one, there's custom daily nutritional goals. I first have to look at you and look at your goals, look at your activity level, look at your gender, everything. I need to look at everything that you have going on as you being a human. And then I'm going to set up your daily nutritional goals. All your daily nutritional goals is your calories and your protein. And I'm going to show you an easy way for you to track these inside my app, and I'm going to hold you accountable to it. So we track our calories and protein inside my app. There's custom meal plans updated weekly. I'm going to see if I can pop up, uh-oh. I'm going to see if I can pop up an example of a meal plan real quick. Oh my God. Let's pop up an example of a meal plan. Hopefully you guys can see this. So my meal plans I update every week. Sometimes my clients like to keep a meal plan longer than a week, but just want to quickly run through it with you guys. What I do is it's like the same breakfast, same lunch, same dinner, same snack. I don't expect my clients to eat the exact same thing every single day or even eat it every, at all. This is just like a reference to help you get ideas to hit those daily nutritional goals. But I do have clients that follow their meal plans religiously and they get in the best shape of their life because the nutrition is really what it takes for you to reveal all your hard work in the gym. I want to help you guys. You could if you some people, it just depends. I've worked with a lot of people. Some people want more variety. Some people like the consistent, and then every other week it switches. The reason why I have my clients on the meal plan follow the same meal every single day is also to help with their budget. Because if I were to give you a different breakfast, a different lunch every day, it would be very expensive. We're trying to save money and get in the best shape of our life. So for breakfast, my client here has a protein peanut butter and jelly with a fried egg and some steamed spinach. Greek yogurt with a pear for a snack. Then we got my lunch cucumber chicken salad, delicious. Some protein chips with the bell pepper, and some dipping sauce. We got some orange shrimp for stir fry, and I think at the bottom we got my homemade protein bars and Parmesan popcorn. So doesn't that sound good? And I don't expect my clients again to follow the meal plans 100%. Okay. And I would just breaking down my coaching, just the nutrition aspect. My coaching comes with a lot when it comes to building habits, the workouts, the mindset, the group calls that are twice a week. But this video, I just wanted to talk about the nutrition aspect, how I lose fat, how I help my clients lose fat without burning out. So if you guys want to work with me and get your daily custom nutritional goals, get some accountability, you want the custom meal plans weekly, you get access to my cookbook with over 400 recipes, and I'm adding new recipes every single week, and we do weekly group calls, 2 of them every week. Wednesday, 5 p.m. Pacific, there's a mindset Q&A call, and then Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific, we do a meal prep call, group meal prep call together, which is very fun, very badass. Donovan here, 80 pounds down. Kevin here, 70 pounds down. All did all this, I could list up a bunch more transformations, but they all did what I broke down here today in this 20-minute YouTube video, okay? Balanced nutrition, eating with purpose, low calorie, high volume, high protein, focusing on calories and protein, and meal prep without any restrictions while eating our favorite food. Guys, I hope you got value from this video, okay? Share this with someone who's struggling to lose fat and stay consistent because it's a lot easier than you guys think. My goal is to help my clients enjoy the process, make this easier so we can make this an actual lifestyle. Because the truth is, guys, you don't have to track your calories and protein for the rest of your life. But I know for a fact that you want to be fit, you want to have less body fat, more muscle. I know you want this. We can make it easier for you guys. Guys, hit the link in my YouTube bio. You can schedule a consultation with me. We can go over your goals, and we can see if it's a good fit for us to work with each other one-on-one. You guys could also buy my cookbook. I can put it in the description of this video. In the description of this video, I'm gonna put a link to book a call with me if you guys want to talk about coaching, and a link to buy my cookbook and fat loss course if you guys want more information and motivation to get consistent with your goals. But guys, this is simple. This is what I do, okay? It doesn't have to be super complicated. This can be fun. We can enjoy it. It is going to be hard, but it is going to be worth it. All right, guys. Hope you got value from this video. If you did get value from this video, like, comment, subscribe, comment below what other videos you want to see more of from me. And again, guys, I love you. I appreciate all my YouTube family. If you guys are thinking about working with me, if you have any questions at all, you can, because my Instagram is down, so it's hard to get a hold of me right now. You guys can hit me up on Facebook, Al Heil. You guys could shoot me an email, link in the description. I'm gonna put that in there too. But if you guys are ready to go all in, stop procrastinating, get in the best shape of your life, get a real plan, real accountability with a coach that actually cares about your success, schedule a consultation. We're going to get on a Zoom, and I'm going to get you started and get you in the best shape of your fucking life. I hope you guys got value from this video. You can do this. You can do this. The 2 things you need is self-belief and a plan. That's it. If you believe in yourself, I can help you with the plan. Guys, I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Thanks for watching. Peace.